Greetings, 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 greetings. Greetings, a great rising. Greetings, a great rising. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you are in your day. Welcome, 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 baby. Ashe, Ashe. Put something in here in case anyone wants to commune. Greetings. If you are new here, my name is Robin, creatrix of Amethyst and Clover. Ashe. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Ashe. I do like to commune. AYIBOBO. To my warriors, what's up? What's popping? Y'all know what it is. Greetings, 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 baby. Happy winter solstice. Happy Yule. Ashe, or wherever it is that you rock during this time, this energy, during the longest night of the year and the shortest day of the year. Ashe, Ashe, that moon and sun energy still, they communicate and they're communing as well. Ashe, AYIBOBO, Ashe, yo. Definitely wanted to show my face in the place. Not going to hold y'all. Just coming through with a couple of messages, just checking in and just seeing how everyone is doing. Some of us are considering this, the end of the year, looking forward to the new year, which takes place in January. Others are looking forward to it in April, during spring. Ashe, how it is that you rock. This is a time where everything is coming to an end. Ashe. What's going on, 2020? Peace and wholeness, peace and wholeness. Ashe, how you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling during this winter solstice? Ashe. Look, I'm talking about the longest night and the shortest day, and here you come. Ashe, what you know, Scorpio? What you know? What you got? What you got? What you got? Yes. Today's number is 333. It is 12, 21, 21. Ashe. Ashe. So definitely still rocking with that Gemini energy, mirror energy. You got the 12 and you got the 21 reverse, and then it comes back out, as that, 21. So let that be a message. I'm good. Ashe. Yes. As y'all can see, I am pumped. That's why I'm saying I'm not even going to hold y'all, because I just want to enjoy this essence. I've been enjoying it all day. But with the year in review, this is what the winter solstice is all about. Ashe is a time of reflection. AYIBOBO, with Venus going into retrograde. She went into retrograde on the 19th, 20th, depending on how you rock. She went into retrograde. So that is definitely past issues. She rocks with love. She rocks with change. She rocks with transformation, stirring shit up, bringing shit up, shaking shit up. That's Venus. So she's definitely encouraging you, to take a look back. This is definitely a year in review. How did you feel about how your whole year took place? Ashe. When I remember in 2020, a lot of people could not wait for 2021. Remember that, twin? A lot of people could not wait for 2021. They were so done with 2020, And for my warriors and for those that have been rocking, what's going on, Sadell? Ashe, Ashe. BOTFY, I don't know. Pineapples. With that energy that was taking place, we could not wait for it to be over. We could not wait, and people were saying, I just can't wait for 21. The question that we were asking, as a collective and as a warrior, your shadow worker, shadow weaver, Ashe, your ancestors, Orishas and Lawaz, what do you have in motion? If you're so eager for 2020 to come to an end, what do you have in motion? What was the plan? For those that, came up with a plan, or for those that decided to wing it, you definitely want to take a good Sankofa and go back and take a look at your year in review. Did you have a plan? Did you stick to the plan? Did you keep your goals in mind? Did you have to make changes along the way? Ashe Pops, did you have hardships and hurdles? How did you deal with those hardships and hurdles? Did you learn from your errors and mistakes? Ashe, did you allow closed doors that was closed, stay closed? We talked a lot about that, 2021. as warriors. We talked a lot about that. You know, I know I'm starting to find my groove here on YouTube, but I know a lot of my people from Facebook, they rock, and they know that we've been talking a lot about, you know, what's in motion. We talked about what is it that we really want, and what is it that we truly desire, and what is it that we really need. Ashe. We talked about aligning and rocking with spirit, shedding layers, becoming your authentic self. We gave heads up in regards to tread lightly in 2021. You know, for those that don't really rock with shadow workers, Ashe, you know, getting down to the root and the nitty gritty of it, that might have been a challenge for you this year. You know what I'm saying? To understand that it's not just about the good, and it's not just about the bad. It's about taking everything in its totality and finding a way to create and make a harmonious blend. Your good and your bad, the highs and the lows, because it was all for your greatest and highest good. Come through. Oh, the great conjunction, baby. Listen. Yes, the energies is coming through, spirit is coming through saying, look, remember, we talked about this time last year. Remember that Jupiter, Saturn, great conjunction. Warriors, listen. How y'all doing? You understand? This is where it is right now, that year in review. How you do? How you doing? Don't look at it as if, and I encourage, and let me not say that so hard, because you got to look at it how it is you look at it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just the messenger, babe. I'm just the messenger. You definitely want to remember this whole year in review. Thank you so much. Ashe, AYIBOBO, because this is where it is. This is what it's all about. During this time last year, warriors, we threw out a lot of things. We threw out a lot of things. We said a lot of things. We wanted a lot of things. We wanted to know who's who and what's what. We wanted to know who was truly in our camp. We wanted to know who really loved us. We wanted to know what was really going on. We wanted to know who our shadow is, who our shadows are. Who are they? Do we try to annihilate them, or do we work with them? You know? We had big career goals, whether it was within somebody else's company or creating your own. Ashe, Ashe. Oh, just the messenger. I'm just the messenger, baby. That's what it was all about. Right here tonight. And when they're saying that, you know, this is going to be the longest night ever, darkness, shadows. You understand? Did you really keep yourself motivated and encouraged during the trying times, during the challenging times? In 2021, baby, I don't know about y'all, but it was a banger on the highs and the lows. You understand? And this is why we were encouraging each other and motivating each other. And your shadow worker, your shadow weaver was coming through saying, baby, remember, Sankofa played a vital part in 2021, every step of the way. And if you're new here, this is how we rock. Ashe? Just a little blurb, you know, for my new warriors, AYIBOBO. Go ahead and like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe. But this is what we do. I'm not one to bounce all over the place. I'm not one to just drop content just to be dropping content, trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to stay ahead of the curve. No, baby. And I'm not throwing no shade and no subliminals and no diss for anybody that does. This is all peace, this is all love. I'm talking about me. What I do is I follow the cycles of life. My life, your life, the universe, this planet. Ashe. I move how spirit move. When spirit says move, I move. When spirit says research, I research. And that's a message that I kept coming through for my warriors. Research. Whatever it is setting you on fire, remember? Because for those that rock amethyst and clovers, New Year starts in the spring. Aries jumps off spring. So, ergo, that fire energy, keeping track of your breadcrumbs, remember? Making the necessary changes, allowing some things to unfold and happen organically. And as you can see, okay, babe, as you can see, that's how we've been ending the year. This is how your shadow work has been coming through, reminding you, meditate, breathe, Sankofa, keep your journals. You know, how have you been doing with your journaling? It's vital. It's very necessary. And journaling can take place any way, shape, fashion, form you want, whether you write it out, whether you do videos, whether you do recordings, as long as you're keeping a track of your life and paying attention to how things are unfolding for you. Oh, yeah. You want to remember those things. You want to think about those things. This was and I'm saying was, like, baby, look, spirit is all ready. This is a 5-year, Ashe. This is a 5-year. And a lot of people associate fives with challenges and confusion and doubts and insecurities and hardships and roadblocks. And all of that is just change and transformation. Did you really take a good look at yourself and see how you cope and handle and embrace change? This is not about a right or wrong type thing. This is not about, measuring yourself up. Even though I give myself grades, my ancestors, my spirit guides, they give me some grades. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to seeing where the grades are this year. And because of the blessings, however it is you rock, the manifestations, the staying rooted, suited, and booted, staying on my path, I know that I passed. Ashe. This is just a little something for me. I'm not saying that's what you got to do for you, but this is a part of me keeping track of me. Because when I failed that day, see, I'm not afraid of failing. I'm a CEO, baby. And I'm taking it at a slow pace. Slow and steady wins the race. That has been my mantra of 2021. Slow and steady wins the race. It was to remind me to keep myself on my path, to focus on what I'm doing. Because there is a part of me that does pay attention to what's going on, and not such a positive light. And not such a positive light. I know me, I own me, I love me, I appreciate me, I respect me, I need me. So the good, the bad, the uglies, and the what the fuck has got to come. I've been saying that for a couple of years, but it hit home this year. Or maybe that's just me. But for me, that's what it was for me. Because there's so many of us that are on the same frequency, energy, that we're all moving at the same pace. To some, it may look fast, some it may look slow, but we're all moving at the same pace. They were a collective, and wherever you fall in your collective, that energy was the same. 2021 really brought in birds of a feather. Like, I never rock with that, but 2021, that birds of a feather, because that energy, yeah, I honed in on energy. And I will continue to do so, not just for amethyst and clover. For me, this is where it is for my journey. Most of my warriors, if not all of my warriors, know that, my mom is an ancestor. February, Ashe. And so are a lot of other mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? That is an honest, legit question. How you doing? How you feeling? Sometimes it's not easy. Regardless of where it is, or how it happened or how you truly feel about it. Some of us, we're on this path so we understand a thing. And when you know a thing, you know a thing. But it did not stop us from crying. It did not stop us from breaking down. It did not stop us from being all crabby patty to our spouses, our loved ones, our mates, shutting down, just meditating and going within and having dreams. And baby, it was a lot. It was a lot. But as your shadow worker, I'm going to ask you, did you keep your focus in the midst of it all? Did you keep your focus? If not, because I'm always do the if not, I'm a shadow worker, baby. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Ashe. If not, you definitely want to see your year in review. You definitely want to take some time and take a look and see why. Because if you did not come to terms with those things in 2022, it will be those things. It just will. Because this is a cycle that we all have to come to terms with. All of us. This whole life, death, rebirth phase. And this is what this energy of winter is all about. That's what it is. But it's about balance of it all. If you are spiritual, religious, faith-filled, and driven, then you should be able to see the beauty in this, in every hardship, in every hurdle, in every situation. Some shit sparked off of me yesterday. All I could do was bust out laughing. I was instantly hot for maybe 5, 6, I'll give myself 10 seconds. I was heated. And I finally understand what my Scorpios, my husband, and especially my son. Oh, he do not like people putting words in his mouth. Oh, baby. You say even what I said or don't say it at all. Scorpio energy, baby. And I'm talking about that energy because it's in the shadows. Scorpio energy is the deeper, the deeper, the deeper, the deeper, the deep, deep, deep. And Pluto is definitely on deck. Definitely on deck. Today is Ursula Frida's day. Granbois Day. Bosu's Day. And for those that rock, Ogun's Day. Or any other Lawal Odisha or deity that you rock with. See how they are moving with you as we fade out of autumn and fade into winter. When we fade out of fire, Sagittarius, what's the message, twin? When we fade out of Sagittarius and fade into Capricorn, earth energy. So we're doing a lot of things all at once. Life is showing you just how multifaceted it is and just how multifaceted you are. There are some people that feel as though that people should not be wearing so many hats or have so many balls in the air. How y'all doing? Because it showed you're definitely going to have to wear many hats and you're definitely going to have many balls in the air. It's a balancing act. Yes, don't put words in my mouth. I know exactly what I said because I was there when I said it. AYIBOBO, AYIBOBO. That's that energy. And then I heard my mom. And I knew exactly what time it was. I knew exactly what time it was. Ashe. Did you take the messages? And I know sometimes my delivery, I get it. It's love, but it's firm. And sometimes it can be downright, she not the one for me. I get it. But did you get the message before you left? That's the question. There's always a message. There's always something that you need to review. And you should definitely want to take that. For me, that's part of self-love, self-care. That's putting you first. That was another staple of 2021. And I know that I'm not the only one across the board, because we're learning how to really be comfortable in the skin that we're in. We're really learning how to accept ourselves as we are, not as we were, because, we done that. That's why these doors are closing. Ashe. And not who we're going to be. We're right here and we're present and accounted for. Ashe. When you know you could have done better in your life during that day, in that moment, instead of being a martyr, because my twin said that is not attractive. Oh my gosh. That's what she said. She said that is not attractive, twin. When when you didn't do so well, you want to take a look back and see how long did you let that have space in your mind that created a block in your heart that honestly prevented you from moving forward. And on that, I know that I am not the only one. And my loved ones, blood and blood not, saw me. And I'm sure you had people in your life who saw you too. That was like, here's what we not going to do. That's not what we're going to do. We found our tribe. We still have so much more to meet and greet. But in 2021, I'm sure you found your tribe. If they didn't keep you accountable, if you weren't able to keep them accountable, if you weren't able to have the hard conversations and discuss the hard truths, I'm just the messenger. Maybe they're not your tribe. If you're still living up to illusions and wearing different masks, and you got to go home and you're too afraid to take the mask off to even see yourself, you're not even in your own tribe. This is what 2021 has brought to the table for Amethyst and Clover and for our warriors. Taking a real good, hard, honest look at yourself. And it's not too late. You can do this whenever. You understand what I'm saying? It's never too late. Ashe. A couple of things I have fell short on, but I still got time and working diligently to work it out because it's not coming with me in 2022. Listen, can we say that? Can we say that? This is that time. And like I said in the title, a lot of things, especially people, are clearing out because they can't go. And we've been saying that, warrior, since what? 2020? Like the end of 2019, hard. That was the mantra of 2020. Everybody can go. That was our mantra, warriors. Are they still here? That is the question. And that's a legit question. Some of us, it hurt, we try to hold on. And when those readings came through, what I say, doors have been nailed shut. Things are ending. How did you do? Did you go with the flow? Did you ebb and flow? Even if it was scary and hard and confusing. We talked a lot about nebulous energy. We've been talking a couple of years about ciphering of the energy. Do you feel drained? Do you feel depleted? Take a look back. Follow those breadcrumbs. Connect the dots. Whatever it is that you call it. I say, baby, because people got a lot of issues with a lot of things. AYIBOBO. I call it breadcrumbs. They're your breadcrumbs. It is not taboo to go back and get what was lost, misplaced, stolen, and or forgotten. Sankofa. That's what Sankofa is all about. Your spirit, your spiritual tribe, they left that breadcrumb for you. You saw it, probably ain't paying no attention to it. Like, you know you need it now. And you know exactly where it is because you went right by it. Just go back and get it. Don't get stuck there because, baby, it is still hunters and harvest season. And with Venus in retrograde, the past is definitely going to make its way back in some way, shape, fashion, or form. That is guaranteed. Your divine energy, your will, your power, and your willpower was probably tested, baby, to the max. How did you do? Did you do better than you did yesterday? Did you do better than you did 3 months ago, 6 months ago, last year? Or whatever you made that promise to yourself? Accountability, you got to be honest and not allow yourself to feel so bad and guilty and resentful and revengeful, spiteful, malicious. And when people say those words and you know, they go by definition, it doesn't mean just that. Not just that. Sometimes you got to put people in their place. They are crossing your boundaries. And some of us, we work so hard. Nobility came out a lot within this week. So I'm going to use this word. A lot of people think that it's noble to just look the other way. And it is, I'm sure. I'm sure. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because that's what I do. I'm sure. But sometimes, if we're talking about boundaries, what does that mean to you? Because for me, boundaries is just that. It's a line, whether it's on the physical end or the invisible end, a part of the as above or the so below. There's a line, whether you drew it in the sand, the concrete jungle, or just in the air. There's a line here. What is it? Protective space. Perspective came out along trying to say protection, perspective. How is your perspective going? But a line has been drawn in the sand. And as long as people don't cross those boundaries, their freak flags can fly. And this is why, warriors, we were talking about, well, what happens if a person crosses your boundaries? What do? Now, for me, the year of 2021 has done nothing but challenge my fire. And we're looking at this as a 5-year, it has done nothing but challenge my fire. But I also learned more about my fire because I kept myself focused and committed to not allow anyone to play with said fire because they really don't want it. They just want to play with it. And I can honestly say, it wasn't just me that saw the changes. Others saw the change. And they acknowledged it, like they really couldn't help themselves but to acknowledge. I got my sister-in-law in my mind, clearly, heavily, because we were just out on Saturday. Sunday, we were just out on Sunday. Ashe. And she was like, I'm so proud of you because I just knew that it was going to be a whole problem. And it's because of the energy that's around me. My husband plays a very big part in that. Ashe. But at the end of the day, no matter who I have around me, it's up to me to either embrace it or reject it. The choice is yours just as well as the choice is mine. Your boundary may not be like somebody else's boundary. And hopefully you've been having the conversations in regards to your boundaries, because it's just not fair to not tell a person your limits, and they only find out when, you know, you blow up. That's not cool. How long has this been a motherfucking boundary? I've been doing this shit for years. If it's a new boundary, because things change. Some of us have gotten rid of some boundaries. It wasn't just people that had to go. Old ways of thinking had to go. Old ways of living had to go. Old ways of speaking had to go. Old ways of feeling had to go. The focus for 2021 was you. Is you, was you. Spirit is like, so this is something that, okay, all right, I hear you. They're trying to get me to understand. You know, in my life, I'm always a little ahead of the curve. And sometimes that makes me very uncomfortable. But not as much as it did in my younger days. Sankofaring. Greetings. Hey, Rosalind. No, ma'am, not for me when my line is in the sand and has been crossed. No. And I tell y'all all the time, I don't call y'all warriors for nothing. We're soldiers. We're warriors. We're freedom fighters. You know, whether it's on a love thing or however it is you rock. When it's time to be suited and booted, we suited and booted. That's what it is. And what's the mantra, ANC? If you cross a boundary, all bets are off. Take that to your altar. But that's for me. I'm going to hold myself accountable. But like I said, it's a protective space. What word are you really trying to say, Spirit? Somebody's perspective in regards to boundaries. How do y'all feel about boundaries? I'm going to be on for like another 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. 15 minutes. How do you feel about the word boundaries? How do you feel about boundaries? How y'all doing with boundaries? I checked in about 6 months ago in regards to that. How you doing about your boundaries? How you feeling about your boundaries? Be honest with yourself. You ain't got to be honest with me. You ain't even got to say nothing here, but let that message come through. How do you feel about boundaries? Did you change your perspective? Maybe this is why it's coming out of my mouth, and every time I try to say protective, it says perspective. If you honestly change your perspective in regards to what boundaries mean, acknowledge that. And if you've been holding that line, because that's the line, baby, and you holding it. You're the warrior, you're the soldier. If you're holding the line, how did you do? How did you feel once you held the line? Because that's the part right there. How did you feel? Because my soft heart, just being transparent and being honest, every time that I had to hold the line and knuckle up, it hurt a piece of me on the inside. That's clear. Didn't stop me. But a piece of me, it hurt. Because that's not who I am in essence. I'm just not. But I'm not above it. I'm also just not. I'm very protective of myself and of my space. And I own that. And I communicate so well that I believe, and it's just my belief in regards to me. Let my winter solstice come on through. It feels as though people like to challenge that. How else am I supposed to view it? How else am I supposed to see it? I tell you exactly who and what I am. I tell you exactly where my boundaries are. I give examples. I paint pictures. I keep you up to date and abreast of where my boundaries are, because I don't like people setting me up. So I would never set you up. That's the part that sets me on fire. Aries rising, baby. That's the part that sets me on fire. And then I'm double air. So my double air is coming through, and it's just, that's what it is. And I had to own that. And my whole life, people like, Robin, you need to control that. You need to control that. No, you need to control you stepping over my motherfucking boundary. That's what you need to do. If you don't want the Aquarius blackout, then don't cross that line. This one here, don't do it. And even in that, I've gotten so much better with my fire. Even within that. Because I'm aware that I'm here to learn about my fire. I had to step outside of myself, or I had to get over myself. And I had to allow some things to happen organically. This year, there was so many times I wanted to be like, don't do that. But I had to allow it to happen so they could learn and I could learn as well. That's how it was. How are you doing? I see 2 people. Can I get 2 thumbs up? Ashe, this is what it's about. Take a look back at your year in review. Remember the things that you asked for. Did you get them? Did you work towards them? And these tarot sessions that have, come into a close this year, that was a topic of discussion heavily. Teachable moments. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes. Let my mama bell come through for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. But that's what it is. Taking a look at you. How did you do? Where can you make the proper adjustments? Where do you need to drop that bullshit off at? And I hear you, Paz. My Paz be like, behind a preposition at. Yes, I get it. But where can you drop it off? Now you see that you're still carrying it. Because my ancestor, my mama tell you, Robin can see the sunshine and shit. It don't matter how bad things are. Baby. In my world, it don't matter how bad things are. Everything's fixable. Everything's fixable. You just got to be willing to put in the work. You just got to be willing to make the proper adjustments. You just got to be willing to listen to spirit. When spirit says move this way, you move that way, whether you understand it or not. That's how you move. I've been keeping my soul focused on the things that I've been keeping my soul focused on. I'm still keeping that to the chest, close to the chest. And it's not about you being concerned that someone is out to get you and what they're going to do with that. Because what's for you is for you. But that's a part of me holding my line. I'm not even here to give you the opportunity. Straight like that. And it's things like that that people just don't like. Who she thinks she is. I'm Robin Roden motherfucking Seaborn. That's who the fuck I am. Not who I think I am. That's who I am. Multifaceted and multidimensional. The as above and the so below. The light and the dark. Woman, mother, wife, sister, cousin. Ashe. Root worker, shadow worker. AYIBOBO. Ancestor, Loa, Orisha, in the making, baby. People don't like confidence. Oh, she thinks she the shit. No. But you do. And therefore. Hey, Leanie. And therefore. And that's what it is. There's nothing wrong with being confident. And a little conceited is always needed. Come through, Foxy Brown. A little conceited is always needed, baby. If you don't think you the jam, if you don't think you the shit, ... We've been talking about not getting caught up into other people's views of you and other people's words. Trickster energy has definitely been out all 2021. Have you been allowing yourself to feed into the mind tricks of you and others? You first. These are the questions. Take some time tonight and meditate. Be quiet. Be still. That's why I'm about to get the hell up off here now. Be quiet and be still. And just allow the imagery to come up. That's how you do your shadow work. You can either go down and get it or you can allow it to come up. But you want to take a good look at it. You want to learn from it. You want to take what you need and you want to leave the rest. Ashe, ashe. And you can do the same with this message. Thank you so much for y'all giving me them likes, comment, and subscribing. Y'all know I love to engage. I love the community twin. I love you. I love you. I love you. Rosalind, thank you so much for rocking with the kid. If you're new here, I hope I have a new subscriber out of you. Ashe, be a warrior, baby. This is what we do. And it's a natural flow. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be off talking about something that is not in connection to what's going on right here, right now in the present. Even if you feel like, oh, she is way off topic. I thought she said, baby, connecting the dots. Some things you may not be aware of, or some things you may not even accept right now. But as your messenger, as your root worker, your shadow worker, you want to put it in the pocket. Hold on to that. Because when it comes up, and it always does, you shouldn't have to toot your own horn. When it does, you'll remember that heads up. Even if you don't remember where you heard it. Amethyst and clover, baby. But even if you don't remember where you've heard it, as long as you got the message, that's all that matters. As your root worker, as your shadow worker, did you get the message? So if you can deal with the tone, the highs, the lows, the sterns, the cuss outs, you're going to be just fine. Because as long as you keep your focus in regards to what you want, and apparently this in life, this must need to go in order for that to happen. She must need to go in order for that to happen. He must need to go in order for that to happen. I got to sacrifice this for that to happen. That was my 2021, honestly. I mean, I cried some tears. I felt some hurt. I felt some pain. And at the end of the day, that must have to happen in order for me to get this, because I've never lost sight. Never lost sight. Some people see so much in a person that they want to speed up the process, and it agitates them that you're on divine's time. Stay true to you. Let that be the message that you're going to carry into 2021 or 2022. Don't be grateful that 2021 is about to be over. We've been there, remember? Let that cycle come to an end. So quick to let these years go by so we can get to the next one just to see, like, what the fuck is this? But all that beauty that comes through, you've had some beautiful moments. That's a part of that balance. And again, Venus in retrograde, and Venus rock with Libra. That's why I'm saying if Venus is in retrograde, that balance. Remember, a few weeks ago, she had completed her cycle. That's why she's in reverse. But before she went in reverse, she hit everybody, every planet, shaking shit up, sprinkling some love, especially during this day going Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. Please don't forget that listen, if y'all really put your heart's desires, intents, wishes, wants, needs on the line this day, last year, if you haven't received it, do not just wash it. It is not a wash. Remember, 5 year, there were a lot of delays. We had at least 6, 7 planets that was in reverse or retrograde at the same time. That energy is not lost. That energy is not wasted. That delay is here right now. Today is the day that you think about that. Today is the day that you see yourself clearly. Today is the day you're going to have a long ass night. That's the divine giving you extra time. Most of us do our best thinking at night because it's quiet, it's peaceful. The whole house is gone to sleep, and we can really just see yourself, view yourself. As my twin stated, whatever it is that you need to let go of, whatever ends need to be tied, cut them. Shoot the J. Shoot it. Shoot the J. Shoot your shot. That Sagittarius energy that is still in that shadowy period of time, it doesn't just go like, and it's over. This full moon energy that we're experiencing, with all of that, we got a winter solstice, a full moon, with a powerful dark new moon, all that energy, total solar eclipse, none of that is gone. I've been telling my boys those with you. And you know what that means when you put all of that together, because that's what 12, 21, 21 is all about. Bringing it all together. Seeing everything in its total completion so you know how to move on after you get your rest. This is rest day. Reflection day. Suiting up your stitches, making sure you're healing nicely, cleansing, cleaning, purifying yourself, aligning yourself to spirit, to a house, to a coven, however it is that you were rocking, whatever you was at the crossroad on, baby. This is a crossroad that it's been coming through. It's time to answer the call. It's time. That time is now. Take that to your altar. But please just don't give up on your big dreams. That's what that conjunction was all about. Your big goals, your big dreams. It's a delay. It's a delay. Give the ox. That's earth energy. We're in Capricorn energy. That's earth energy. It's always the universe and Gaia, divine, how it is you rock, is always going to remind you if you're paying attention. Earth energy to earth energy. See, that was a whole cycle. 12, 21, 20 and 12, 21, 21. That's your year. And we threw a lot of things out there. You want to do a check-in, heal, clean, cleanse, embrace meaningful change. People are dipping off left and right, one reason or one way or another, because it's needed for you to get your big goal, your big dream. Take that to your altar. Hope that has been helpful. Exactly. May no ill thought, words, curses, hexes, spells, negative energy, low vibration cross you, your aura, your head space, your auric, your field space, your body space, your boundary space. It's called the buffer zone. 6 feet back, no pressure. That was before the pandemic. Ashe, I heard somebody from another state in massage school say that, and I thought it was the legit dopest thing ever. That was years ago, and it applies now. If you're really paying attention, there's no mysteries. It's just in a matter of when and how it's going to unfold. Ashe. You got to connect the spirits, actually getting to the mysteries of it all. You know? That's the real. When you're ready for things to get real, you align yourself to spirit. You'll stop fighting her or him or them or they. You'll stop at the end of the day. That's what I'm trying to say. You'll stop. Or your aortic field, your heart space. Lead with your heart. Heart, head, heart. Feel what you're going to feel. Seek counsel, higher counsel, and your ego. The ego resides in the mind. That's how I rock. I don't know how you rock, but that's how I rock. So if I'm going to seek counsel, my as above and my soul below is already right here. I ain't got to go far. I just have to be open, present, receptive to receive the information that's coming in and through me, for me, because of me, about me. And I have the last say, or at least you should. You should be the one to have the last say, not your ego, not your feelings, whether they're full of love or bruised or hurt, none of that. You. Because you're the one that's going to be held responsible. This is your life, not your ego's life, not your heart's life, not your mind's life, not your finger's life. Yours. It's yours. And they do check-ins. You ain't got to get to the upper room to have that book open, whether you call it the Akashic Records, the book of your life. Here's your life in review. Let that come on through, babe. And there are also times for that, celestial times that happens. But tonight, this is about you and your goals that you set a year ago. How y'all doing? If anyone is trying to do any type of harm to us, spiritually, physically, mentally, energetically, psychologically, any of the leagues, come through my Uncle Lee. Ashe, Ashe. We want to send all bullshit back to sender. 9 by 9 by 9. That's 725. Come through my grandma Ree. Ashe. And listen to that. 369, 333. Today is 333. That's power 9. That's divine 9. That's about your soul purpose, your soul mission, your soul, baby. Your soul. Everything is in total alignment today. Today is a day of rest and recharge. What does 9 mean to you? For me, that's my Oya coming on through with them changes. That's my 9, Ashe. So when you hear me say power 9, AYIBOBO, that's my Oya, baby. Ashe, Ashe. You want to protect your boundaries. You want to remember that it's still hunters and harvest season. And harvesting is in every shape, fashion, and form, whether it's on the high end of your fruits of your labor, your manifestations are working. 2021 really showed you what your power is, babe. It just does. Ashe. How are you going to use it moving forward? How do you feel about it? Because for some, it's new and it's strange. It's a little scary, like, no, bitch, I couldn't get something else. I couldn't get something else. This is it. Yeah, baby, this is it. Ashe, Ashe. It's just time to accept who you are. AYIBOBO. And if you're not having the day that you want to have, and it is way too potent, powerful, divinely guided of a day, 3s are all about Papa Like Ben, his messages, baby. Ashe. Or whatever Loa Orisha deity that you rock with. That's of the messenger essence. Ashe. Ashe. It's about being in perfect balance. It's about being expressive and communicating. It's about collaboration. This is why you got to know who your people are. Because sometimes in order to get your goals and dreams, others have to come in and help. It's about your perspective, your perception, all this moon energy and sun energy, this masculine and feminine energy. This is teaching us that it's not about masculine energy having a power and feminine energy having a power. This is just about the blending of them all and learning how to work harmoniously. Ashe. That's the power of 3. AYIBOBO. And on this day, if you rock with any triple goddess, whether they're of the light or the dark, baby, tonight is that night to put in that work. Ashe, AYIBOBO. But if you're not having the life that you want to live and you're not having the day that you want to have, you know what we say, warriors? Change that shit, baby. As above, so below, as within, so without, some more to be times three. 3, 3. Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, AYIBOBO. Ashe, yo, everything is amplified. Let that Gemini energy of that full moon come through to remind you it's amplified. And what did I say? It was all about the 2s and the 3s. Last time we talked. AYIBOBO. I love you. I love you. I love you, twin. Thank you so much, Rosalind, for rocking. I appreciate all your time and energy and patience along with the kid. And thank you to my warriors for rocking while I try to figure this thing we call YouTube out. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you so much. Be peace, be bold, be brave, but don't take no shit. Ashe, Ashe. Peace or peace. Ashe.